So this 290 Magnum is going to be a serious freaking upgrade to me as a planter tractor. We upgraded 2 years ago to a 16-row planter and still had a 235 hooked onto it. We've owned this tractor 5 years. Has close to 1,900 hours on it. It's been a main tillage tractor, heavy use tractor. Puts on anhydrous. Has been doing that. Of course, it's got duals on the front, duals on the rear. It just come back from the service shop for a big oil leak that was underneath the cab here. So just got it back, got all the hydraulics upgraded and checked over and all that to pull the planter with. All this mess has to go into the cab. It's not a major big nightmare, but I like to bury it underneath the floor. So I'll have to pull the floor mat out, work on it a little bit, and then get everything mounted over there on my bar. A couple things got to be taken off there. This is the start of making this old girl my planter tractor. Well, the struggle is real. And the floor is dirty. It takes quite a bit of work to get that pulled out of there. Of course, it goes in behind the seat. These ears here go in behind the seat. And they're stuck pretty good. You got to pull it up out of that cab corner there. I think it goes in a little bit easier. But other than, you can use screwdrivers, well, you can use screwdrivers and stuff to get it out. I did use this to pry it up in a couple spots. I don't know, that has to be from the previous owner because we've never had AgriGold depth gauge. Moving on. We had a little snow event a 2 or 3 days ago. And it was one of those fine blowing snows. Didn't accumulate on the ground. But my shop and the ridge cap in it lets fine snow like that blow in. And now today it is warming up. We got a drip. I went up in the attic and looked, and there was quite the drift of snow that ridge cap had let in. And now we have a mess. And we have tea jugs and oil pans trying to catch water instead of making a mess clear up here around my bolt bins and all that. Lovely! I spent some time on the floor mat, and we have a channel cut out for the wiring harness so it don't smash it. Cut that single channel out there. We've widened this out. I don't think I got this wide enough yet. And then from the hole through the floor, I think we got to take that dot out just a little bit more. But then there's all the chunks. And here's the tools we did that with. Probably have to do a test fit and then redo it or retrim or whatever. That makes the wiring harness lay in there a little bit better. It doesn't take very much integrity or stiffness on this outside ridge that was here is kind of stiff or thicker. But I've done this on a couple tractors, so it doesn't take too much away from it. And it just keeps the wiring harness from being pinched. But I think I have to cut that down some more of where that wiring harness come through that floor. Keep working at it. In an attempt to get a broken bolt out of the sway bar stop, I did not get the hole drilled in the center, and now the bolt's locked up. And I did not use any lube or oil or penetrating oil or anything like that, so that was another screw up. Hopefully I can get it out. Well, somehow some WD-40 penetrating lube got in there and it freed up. I did get it out. Cool. With no welding. That's my whole thing. I was trying not to weld it. If any weld anywhere in there, just the hassle of it. My finished product. The wiring harness ain't quite where I want it yet, but and the floor's a little dirty because I've been in and out of it, and I used a ripper on it just a little while ago. My Craftsman toolbox in the corner. May have to do something about that or put a screw in the floorboard because it may get into them wiring harnesses. Got a few things in behind the seat. Got the duals back on. And here's its necked hook victim. Yeehaw. And of course it needs a bath, which it will get soon. Soon.